Welcome to a new Daily Top AskReddit video. Today's topic.
What do you think will immediately happen when everyone receives the push notification that Trump died? 600 new posts will appear on Reddit with everybody fighting for that karma. Did your zero key stop working part of the way through? I think it depends on how he dies. If he dies a natural death, I think the MAGA movement will lose a lot of momentum, as I don't think the couch fucking guy have enough blind support to take over as cult leader. If he's killed, he'll become a martyr and we'll never see the end of it. So I don't think they'll let him die naturally. That is my conspiracy hill, and I'll die on that hill. Even if Trump died naturally, there will be people blaming the Democrats. Democrats killed Trump. Fox News. This would 100% be a real headline. His supporters thought there was a child trafficking ring in the basement of a basementless pizza place, and that Obama was an illegal alien despite having the paperwork. When Trump dies, they'll have their conspiracies even if he has a heart attack on stage. I have this strong urge to print your comment out with the time and date and post it up somewhere to refer back to and be like, they were right, I knew they were right, fucker died naturally and they're calling it an Antifa assassination. There will be a big sigh of relief across the world and the deafening sound of paper shredders in the White House. And the voice of J.D. Vance announcing himself to be the new heir to Project 2025. Frankly, I'm more worried about him. He is a terrifying prospect, just as evil but much more intelligent and eloquent. You've ever seen Wizard of Oz? The problem is that there are a number of wicked witches to take Trump's place once a house from Kansas falls on him. Remember the end of Return of the Jedi, where all the cities on all the planets are shown celebrating. According to the novels, all of those celebrations were immediately carpet bombed by the local government. Didn't stop them from being happy in their last moments. Literally celebrations in the streets, not kidding. Here in Minneapolis, when the 2020 results were announced, people were on the roadside shouting and celebrating, cars were honking. I'd imagine it'd be like that, only more now. Especially in Minneapolis. Fucker has spent 6 years trying to paint our city as a hellhole for the sole crime of caring for our neighbors. I'll go out onto my terrace, drink a shot of ouzo, and light a Roman candle. I'm not even American. I think many non-Americans living in non-American lands will be celebrating conspicuously when Trump dies. Europe has Victory in Europe Day. History will tell us if Trump's death will ultimately be VA Day, or be turned into some sort of martyr day for the far right to rally around. Probably both. I hope the globe erupts in a celebration and the only remembrance of that shit-stain's name is how he ruined everything he touched and how everyone celebrated his death. Twitter explodes into chaos instantly, and within 5 minutes there's already a conspiracy thread with 40,000 likes and a guy selling merch. Always with the merch. It will be the hardest day of my 7 years of sobriety because my first instinct week be to get trashed and go celebrate. Instead I'll eat cake and blow off fireworks. And then after about an hour I'll feel depressed again because J.D. Vance is a fucking clown. Do not toss your sobriety away for those fuckers. I'll eat cake with you in solidarity. Closing parenthesis. The celebrations will be visible from outer space. Bar owner here. Drinks on the house all night. Melania will go on a celebration tour in glittery pantsuits. That's what they do, right? I fully expect a great number of my fellow Americans celebrating in the streets. There will be others mourning in a performative fashion for Fox News cameras. Woe is us, the great leader has gone. Several monuments will be proposed seconds after the announcement. And then Vance will be sworn in and nothing will change except we get far fewer unhinged truth social rants. Our half-assed wars will continue. The attack on our entire system will continue. They will continue to manipulate the functionality of or outright cancel elections. The war from within upon the American people may even intensify. Rubio will get his war with Cuba. Miller may, God forbid, get a promotion. Our collective nightmare will continue. The Twilight Zone effect will intensify. What world did we wake up in today? We're attacking who? Why? What do you mean there are interstate checkpoints? What? The midterms are actually cancelled, for real? And on it will go, right on schedule. Right on schedule is such a crucial point here. As much as I absolutely loathe Donald, he is the symptom, not the disease. The dismantling of our democratic systems and the disempowerment of the working class started before him and it will continue after he's gone. There are people around him and above him that are highly intelligent and far more dangerous to the American people. Anyone who thinks that they will be surprised when this guy dies is kidding themselves, quite frankly. If we can all tell that he looks like shit and he's old as hell, then you better believe these figures can as well. They've been planning what to do when he passes for a long time now. All that being said, I will still be celebrating one less evil bastard in the world. There are people around him and above him that are highly intelligent and far more dangerous to the American people. That's the thing. He's just one head of the Hydra. Another will take his place. Meanwhile, behind the scenes the real power is at work. There is always a man behind the curtain, or several, as is generally the case, and they're untouchable. The battle to stop people from celebrating and punish insufficient expressions of grief will reach near civil war levels. Thousands of Reddit users will be banned that day. People will be arrested and purged. It'll be Charlie Kirk 100 times larger. After Trump celebrated Mueller's death, that'll be hard to justify. Obviously they'll still clutch pearls and try though. No, it'll be hard to rationally justify. Hypocrisy is a feature, not a bug for these guys. They will say, it's totally different. Or they may not even pretend that it's different. They'll just lash out anyway. I can't wait for the conspiracy theories. Hillary did it. It's in the emails. Meanwhile, Hillary's emails, "Hey Jeff, is Bill still having that thing with Trump on the island? He's not really dead, he's just in hiding from the evil libs so they don't try to kill him again. He uses a medbed so he's going to live forever. He's just waiting for the right time to come back." Followed by the same thing they did after Biden won, adding numbers together plus Trump's birthday and coming up with a date that he'll return. Then moving the goalpost when it doesn't happen. I will drink an entire bottle of champagne. I don't even like champagne, but it's a celebratory drink, so fuck it. I keep a bottle in the fridge at all times just so I'm prepared for this. I better not be working that day because I don't think being technically on shift will prevent me from celebratory heavy drinking. Same, I better be off that day. Because I'm not going to have a fucking filter. And if my coworkers try to say anything in morning, we're going to have problems. A giant explosion will be heard, but it's just collective sound of billions of champagne bottles. I'm not American, but I'd open the bar, turn on the music, clean the taps and make it fun. Portland is going to be fucking wild, man. Portland, Minneapolis, NYC, etc. People will celebrate, and other people will shoot them for it. I wish I was more optimistic. A lot of politicians will mentally lobotomize themselves to believe that they were never MAGA. What was it he said about Robert Mueller? My thoughts exactly. I suppose I'll say what our president has said of others. Good, I'm glad he's dead. He can no longer hurt innocent people. A pilgrimage to piss on his grave. The problem with pissing on Trump's grave is you eventually run out of piss. A measurable spike in atmospheric CO2 from the worldwide sigh of relief. J.D. Vance will become president. This, and nothing will get better. Trump is the symptom, not the cause, and there are plenty of people just like him, even people more dangerous than him, that are more than happy to keep going. This is what I will find interesting to see. Will the current cult members stay with the cult after another leader is appointed, or will it all fall apart? Trump is the symptom of the problem, yes. But that symptom currently has the nuclear codes, which has potential to become a rather bigger problem. However, Vance will be an improvement. The inexplicable cult love of Trump that somehow has paralyzed every branch of government will disappear, replaced by bipartisan loathing of Vance. I no longer bother making predictions, but resistance could increase, creating openings. The cancer precedes Trump, but the cult is about Trump. Vance is as charismatic as a broken-down couch outside a frat house after a rainstorm. He can't pull MAGA the way Trump does. Oh shit, Vance does not possess all the blackmail material that Trump holds to keep the Republicans kissing his ass. Vance will stumble and fall as other Republicans trample him. I hope Americans flood into the streets and set up speakers and music plays and children laugh and we eat cake. Every single celebrity and politician who spent the last decade calling him the literal devil will suddenly post a black and white photo with a 500-word essay about respecting the family's privacy in this difficult time, just for PR. The fake sympathy is going to be unbearable. No, they won't, not for him. I'll be hopping on social media for the funnest day in internet history. I don't care for him dead. I want him to live without power and be mocked and ridiculed until the day he dies. Without money would be much worse. He loses power, and the new administration, which ran on investigating him, does a full investigation. He will get sued into his grave. Most of us will celebrate. MAGA will be terribly upset about how cruel the left is celebrating such a great man's death. We'll laugh in their faces. Remember the worldwide celebrations when he lost in 2020? Like that, but much bigger. All the Who's in Whoville will cheer. They will make such a ruckus. That big orange pedo can no longer fuck us. I predict a lot of people will post his own words. Good, I'm glad he's dead. He can no longer hurt innocent people. Ding dong, the witch is dead. A bizarrely high number of people will check multiple news sources just to make sure they aren't being pranked by a fake push notification. I am more wondering what would happen if Trump gets a stroke. His cult can't impeach him, so the US would probably be run by an orange vegetable, drooling in a wheelchair in some corner. He'd do a better job than today though. We've already seen what happens when Trump has a stroke. He's hidden from view for a while, then wheeled out with the public being challenged not to comment on the fact he's looking and acting drastically different. Seriously, look at him at the end of 2024 versus 2025. He's fucking broken. National holiday. Party. Alcohol stocks are gonna go brrrr. A ton of MAGAs will immortalize him as some godlike figure and come up with whiny-ass comments about how liberals are so disrespectful for being happy he's dead, while completely ignoring all the times Trump insulted the dead and mocked POWs and minorities and the disabled. Then deep down inside, the combined hatred and frustration of all liberals fed up with MAGA hypocrisy summons Bahamut, who lays waste to the earth in a fiery blaze, bringing peace to this planet once and for all.